Good day, good people, and thank you for joining me for another video here on the SVG Tuts YouTube channel. I am Phaedra Dion, owner and lead educator here at SVG Tuts. So since it's fall, I did a search on fall cut files and came up with a lot of results in Google Images. I like a lot of these, and I was looking at like what they say. So we have it's fall, y'all, and hello fall, and falling leaves and pumpkins, pretty please, hello fall. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I like to do something a little different from what everyone else is doing. So I like this, it's fall, y'all, and I also like hello fall, but I thought it would be kind of cool to do hey fall, hey. Like, you know how people say, hey girl, hey, that became a thing. So I did a search for that. And when I look through the options here, I don't see it. So this one says, hey fall, but nothing says, hey fall, hey. So I decided that I want to make a cut file that says, hey fall, hey. So in this tutorial, we are going to be using some files from Creative Fabrica, PhotoPea, and Adobe Express to make what you see on my screen, which is this SVG cut file of Hey Fall Hey. And we will be able to use this cut file in many ways. We can use it on stickers. We can use it to make a sublimation file and put it on a t-shirt. We can put it on a greeting card. We are not going to focus on how to use it. We're going to focus on how to make it. So in the video description, I have added links so that you can get to all of the assets quickly that you are going to need to follow along with this tutorial. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is go to Creative Fabrica and get my two files. One file is called Seamless Pattern Autumn Leaves. Again, the links are down below, so you should be able to click and just go straight to these. And the other file is Pumpkin with Autumnal Flowers. Now, I have a subscription. I'm not logged in right now, but I have a subscription to these, so I've already downloaded them and unzipped them because they're compressed files. If you do not have a subscription yet, you notice here you can activate a free trial for 1 month and cancel anytime. And if I go over here, it says activate trial for $1. So you can do the first 7 days for just $1, or you can do a free trial for 1 month. Either one will get you in and let you see all of the great stuff that Creative Fabrica has to offer. I really like my subscription, and I've downloaded a lot of stuff. So I think it's worth it. And you can get a discount for the year. So the normal price is $348, but you can get it right now for $80 a year. And I'll tell you a little secret. I started out with a free trial, and before my free trial was over, they sent me an email saying get everything for $59.99. So I would say start out with a free trial and see if you can get a better discount than $79.99. Okay, so we've downloaded the Seamless Pattern Autumn Leaves and the Pumpkin with Autumnal Flowers. And now our next venture is into PhotoPea. So I'm going to close all of the Creative Fabrica browser windows down, and now I'm in PhotoPea. So the first file I want to open is the seamless pattern. So I am just going to drag it over into PhotoPea, and we're going to go with the EPS. So If you're using the free version of PhotoPea, which is fine, you don't need to pay. You only need to pay if you want to get rid of the ads that are on the right hand side. What I want to do is I want to use the stripes on this, but I don't want to use the leaves. So I'm going to go over here to the right to the layers panel and open up layer 1. And then I'm going to open up clip group. And I'm going to start turning off the visibility on the layers with the leaves. And I'll just click this little eyeball until all of the leaves are gone. So scroll down a little bit because there's a lot of them. Each leaf is on its own layer. Because I don't want the leaves, I just want the background. Okay? So the only two layers that are visible now are the path layer and the one group layer above the path layer. If you turn the visibility off on the group layer above the path layer, then you lose your stripes. And if you turn the path layer off, you lose the white background behind the stripes. We want both of these. I want both of these. As I always say, this is my cut file. You can do yours any way you like. I'm showing you how, and I'm showing you concepts. So if you want to keep some of the leaves, that's totally fine. Keep some of the leaves. I don't want any of them. So all I want is the stripes. And I like this color, and that's why I chose this particular cut file. So I'm just going to save a PNG of the stripes. So I'll go up to File and Export as PNG. The size is 4,000 by 4,000. I don't need it to be quite that big. So let's do 2,600 by 2,600. And I'm going to change the name here, and I'm going to call it Peach Stripes Pattern. The color looks peach to me. You can name yours whatever you want to name it, but this is what I'm going to name mine. And so then I'm going to save this to my folder where I have my files for this cut file that I'm calling Hey Fall Hey. So I'll save that outside of these folders so that I don't have to go into these folders looking for it. I am going to close this one, and now I'm going to open up from my computer the pumpkin with autumnal flowers, and I want the color because they give us a black and white. I want the color, so I'm going to find the EPS for that and open that up. And then what I'm going to do is bring in the PNG. I'm just going to drop it on the pumpkin with autumnal flowers. And with it selected, I'm going to go to Layer and Arrange, and I'm going to Send to Back. And that's going to put my pumpkin and my flower and my butterfly on top of the pattern. And I will make sure that this is centered, so the pattern is fine, but I want to go to the pumpkin plus, and I want to get a crosshair. That crosshair lets me know that the pumpkin, the flower, and the butterfly are centered on the canvas. One thing I want to do is go back to the peach stripes pattern. I'm going to go to that layer, and then I want to go to Edit and Free Transform. And I'm just going to pull out the pattern until the peach strip on both sides is what is flush with the border here. And then I'll click to confirm. And this is done, so I'll save it. So I'll go to File, and I'll export it as a PNG. And it's 428 by 428, which is fine. And I will go up to the name and change it to pumpkin and stripes. And I'll save that to my folder with my other files, because this is the file that I am going to take into Adobe Express. Then the next place I want to go is express.adobe.com. So I am done with PhotoPea. I'm going to close it. I am not going to save this again because I already have saved it. So I'll just leave. And now I am in Adobe Express, our final destination. So I'm going to go to custom size, and I will take the default here, the 2560 by 2560. And the first thing I want to do is bring in the pumpkin and stripes. And I have it down here, so I'm just going to pick it up and drag it and drop it. And it's tiny, so I am going to click on it and make it bigger. And I want to get the crosshairs again so that I know that it's centered here. Now what I want to do is I want to crop this into a circle. So I'm going to go over to the right hand side where it says edit image, and I'm going to go down to crop and shape. And then I'm going to go down to the circle. And the reason I pulled out the pattern with the stripes is because I wanted to make sure that when I made this into a circle, there wasn't white as opposed to peach on the outside stripes. And that looks good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and click the check mark to say I'm done with that part. And now I have a circle with my stripes and my pumpkin and my flower and my butterfly. So I will bring it down some, and I will click in the middle so that I can get my crosshairs again. That lets me know it's centered on my canvas or artboard. And now I want to add text. So I'm going to go to text, and I can choose from some stuff down here, but I want my Hey Fall Hey custom saying. So I'm going to click on add text. And in the box here where it says double click to edit, I'm just going to start typing because it's already selected. And I will put on my caps lock and type hey, comma, fall, hey, exclamation point. I am big on spelling, grammar, and punctuation, so that's why I'm putting in punctuation. You can leave the punctuation out. You can have different punctuations. So instead of having a period after fall, you can have an exclamation point. Totally fine. Remember, this is your cut file, all right? And then I'm going to copy that text and hit the space bar and paste it in again. And after that, I'm coming down to curve, grid, or magic alignment because I want to make this text into a circle. And then what I want to do with the text is I want to make it bigger. Okay, I want to change my font from Source Sans. Remember, this is my cut file, so you can use whatever font you like. I'm going to use Open Sans. I'm going to use Open Sans Extra Bold. And I actually like this green color, but if you don't like the green color, you can change it to something else. So let's change it to brown. And I want the brown here in this flower, in the middle of the flower. so that things match up. So I'm going to get my eyedropper tool here and I'm going to click in the brown and it's going to change my text to brown. And I'm done with that. So I will go back and just make sure that the hey fall hey is outside the way I want it. And notice I'm getting my crosshairs there. And it's done. I like it a lot. And now I'm going to download it. I want to save as a PNG with a transparent background. So I'm going to start my download here. And I will call this Hey Fall Hey Final. And that's it. So if you have questions, leave me a comment. If you have concerns, leave me a comment. If you have requests for SVG cut files and or vector tools that you want to see me create tutorials for, leave me a comment. And if you just have comments, leave me a comment. And thank you so much for watching. Also, be sure to check out svgtuts.com. You can see projects that I have done. You can sign up for my newsletter. You can see articles about resources, and I also have a Facebook group that you are welcome to join and connect with me and others about SVGs. I post a lot of freebies here, and I'd love to see what you're doing with your SVGs and have you join my little tribe that is really small right now, but it'll be growing. And again, I appreciate you watching.